Hi everyone, Dr. Carolyn here. In the last video, we talked about part one of breaking free of the foods that hold you hostage, how to reset your body for the new year. In this video, I'll be talking about how to reset your mind to break free of the foods that hold you hostage. The last video, we talked about detoxing and how dangerous that can be, especially if you're struggling with a food addiction, binge eating, or emotional eating. So I talked about the pitfalls of all these detox, these diet and detox products, cleanses, fasts, and how they were code for weight loss. So, and instead, I recommended that you let your body do the work that it's meant to do and that it knows how to do to take care of you, and then do a body reset. So shifting the ways of thinking is what we're going to be talking about today. So shifting ways of thinking that reinforce your obsession with food, binging, and body dissatisfaction is also an important part of the process of changing your relationship to food and your body and transforming food addiction, binge eating, and emotional eating. Eating is so automatic that you may not realize how much your thoughts and emotions play into what you eat, how much you eat, and why you crave the foods that you crave. Because your response is so automatic, you may feel as if also that you'll never be able to break the hold that food has on you, to break that automatic response. So just think about it. I know for many of my patients who come into the Anchor program, when I ask them, what they were feeling before they had a binge, often they are unable to identify what they were feeling. So this, process has become so almost mindless, where, something happens in your life or you get upset and you don't really connect your upset to driving through the drive-through on the way home and ordering 2 dinners instead of 1. So we want to really bring some attention to what's going on rather than feeling like a binge just comes out of the blue and kind of hits you and you have nothing, there's nothing you can do about it. So to break that automatic response, you need to be mindful. Now, being mindful, I think of it as like being a fly on the wall, and that gives you some emotional distance from your actions. Doing a New Year's reset on your mind means learning how to be more present and mindful about your eating behaviors and your thoughts and judgments about those behaviors. It means identifying patterns and the shame and guilt that are associated with those patterns. So let me give you an example of patterns that some of my patients have shared with me. One of my Anchor clients talked about realizing that whenever she became overwhelmed, like too much to do or too many projects or just too many feelings, she turns to food. Another talked about when she has emotional upheavals, like a breakup or a move, or even a positive event like getting a new job. That's an emotional upheaval too, right? It may be positive emotions, but those emotions still may be tinged with fear or discomfort and may lead to a binge. If you think about it, I want you to think about this one question, which I ask pretty much all of my patients in the Anchor program, and that is, how much of your time and energy do you spend thinking about food or your body? Now, if you think about it, like many of the patients I work with in the Anchor program, you may be spending as much as 70 or 80 or more % of your time and energy worrying about what to eat, what not to eat, restricting. Should I go on a diet? How does my butt look in these jeans? Why can't I stop binging? Why do I binge? All of those thoughts, along with the behaviors that go along with them, can take up an enormous amount of your psychic energy. So just the second part of this, just think about how present can you be with your partner, your spouse, your children, at work, with your parents, when you spend that much of your time and energy on thoughts and judgments and fears around food and your body. The bottom line is when food is substituted for aliveness, a sense of aliveness, or soul satisfaction, which we talked about in the 5 steps to recovery in the last video, number 5 was soul satisfaction. It can never really fill the need. Food can't fill the need for love. Food can't fill the need for security or safety. It just can't. You may feel a sense of discomfort, dissatisfaction, or even letdown after a binge. And that's the reason why, because the binge started as a need for attention, acceptance, love, et cetera, but food can't fill that need. So you're going to feel empty again. By being more conscious and aware of your thoughts, and particularly of your judgments and your emotions, by being more attentive, the balance of power may shift in your relationship with food. Going from strong emotions directly to binging or obsessing about food can be an automatic response, and you may find yourself going quickly from a strong emotion to the bag of chips is completely empty, the box of donuts is empty, without even noticing how you got there. But the key to changing all that is to uncouple your emotions from the binge, from the negative thoughts, etc. And to do that requires that you stay mindful every step of the way. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Please share this video with anyone who you think might be interested in it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My numbers are going up, but they're very, very slow in going up. And give us whatever rating you feel we deserve. I appreciate your listening, and I'll talk to you next time.